I listen to pain stories for a living, and over the years, I've learned so much from being in the therapist's chair. The good thing is pain and heartache needs no introduction. We all get acquainted to it to a greater or lesser extent. I experienced my own emotional pain recently. I had the strangest reaction. The first sign that something was happening to me was the tremors in my hands. I completely could not grip a pain. And suddenly my chest was crushing and my heart beating wildly as if it was trying to get some air. The thumping of my heartbeat was so loud that I must have become deaf. Then 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 knots started tightening in my tummy, and I instantly and spontaneously started to hyperventilate. The pressure in my abdomen from the tightening knots was so high that I soon had to find a bathroom for the explosive outlet that followed the releasing of the contents in my abdomen. The reaction was strange to me, so strange that I actually passed it off for physical sickness. Surely, heartache can't be responsible for all this. In a couple of hours, I was having cold sweats and almost convulsing from the intensity of my heartache. In retrospect, I realized that my emotional pain was so intense that my body was responding to it. How do I stop this pain? I grip my blouse near my chest and try to massage my heart, but to no avail. This question I was asking myself is one of the most common questions I get from my clients. It's the question that prompted me to start writing my book a couple of years ago entitled, How Can I Make the Pain Go Away? There ain't no painkillers for heartache. Today, I will share one of the steps I discuss in the book. Talk to someone. Healing cannot happen in isolation. You need to reach out and experience some love. Being in a meaningful and conditional relationship also keeps you grounded when you're in pain so that you don't lose your head. Let me give you an analogy. Imagine you're hurt in an accident, some deep wounds. That wound needs treatment to heal well. Otherwise, you may die. Or it may heal with complications. Like contractures, you've seen people with burns who have their skin stuck together instead of healing nicely, or poor bone formation, and sometimes overscarring. That is precisely what happens when we try to heal in isolation. We may die of a broken heart, literally. Or we may heal with bitterness, eroded values, and marred characters. Wholesome healing comes in loving relationships. The follow-up question is always who? Who do I talk to? People are so unkind or don't keep secrets, and then a comment follows listing all the unqualified individuals in the person's life. Finding the right person is critical. So I will share 3 points that I think you need to consider as you make that decision. Firstly, do not be desperate to talk. Try to be patient. Yes, the pain builds up, but desperation usually makes people talk to whoever can listen. Talking at a time of pain comes with so much deep emotion that it can also take away all restraint. So you're also likely to say the wrong thing, aside from talking to the wrong person. The second thing is, choose the person who values people, who is gentle and all-embracing. They may not be the wisest person, but if you see that they generally respect people and are not judgmental, you would have found a safe haven. Watch out for the ones who are always entertaining themselves and keeping abreast with drama from other people's lives. Remember, he who chatters to you will chatter of you. And finally, choose the person you know is reasonable and not necessarily the person who sides with you. It does not necessarily have to be someone close to you. If we sit and do an honest reflection, those fitting this profile come up. The right person can also be somebody who is rightened by virtue of the role they play in society, like a local priest or a pastor, a lawyer, a professional therapist, to name a few. As I end my brief chat, I just want to say that it often feels like the right thing to withdraw from people when you have been hurt in a relationship or otherwise. But remember, you cannot heal in isolation. Have faith in humanity. Good people still exist. Keep trying to find them. Fight for your healing and reach out so that we can move toward a new harmony. Thank you.